Hi guys, how's it going? So I have got our housewarming today and I am wanting to look super like that glowy pregnant that everyone talks about. So I thought I would do a get ready with me / tutorial on how to get that pregnancy glow. So I'm 25 weeks at the moment and I have just done a week of skincare type of thing where I've done face masks, like hydrating face masks, and my skin is feeling really good and relatively glowy, but I want that to translate through for the day. I'm not going for a super full coverage look. I just want it to be a radiant lit from within glow. So to start with, we're going to apply Fix Plus all over the face. I have already moisturized and sunscreened up. I am going to mix together my Hangover primer and my Hourglass Veil primer. So just a pump of each, and I'm going to apply that all over the face. So now that I've given that a few moments to become tacky, I'm going to apply the Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Illuminator in Brilliance. I'm taking a decent sized dollop and spreading that all over my face, especially under my eyes. See that gorgeous glow? This is probably my favorite product for applying that all over glow to the face because it has got like a slightly golden tint that I feel is very, very flattering on my skin. Over top of that, I am going to be applying the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation in shade 2. I'm just going to dot it all over my face and then blend it in with my XO Beauty flat face brush. I'm applying this layer at a time with a spritz of Fix Plus in between. Now when I do my spritz with the Fix Plus, I'm then going to bounce my foundation in with my beauty blender. And now I'm going to go in with another layer of the foundation. So I'm super excited for today. We haven't really seen a lot of our friends in a while because we have just been so busy getting this house built. And it's so nice that we're now able to have it run over and show them all the hard work we've done because we're so proud of how we've pulled this together. And we've managed to do the build in only 8 months, which is really impressive. We didn't use a company, we use like a house spec sort of company. We used my partner's cousin who is a builder, Ailoring Builders up in Whangarei, and my partner did a lot of the work. We had a local architect do the design, and then because I've got a bit of an architecture background, I sort of went over it and adapted a few things, and we're really, really proud of ourselves. Now I really do feel like 2 layers of this has given me decent coverage. So I'm just going to go under my eyes with the RMS Beauty Un-Cover Up in shade 11. And I'm going to pop this on with a beauty blender and then go over it and blend it in with my fingers. It's just a little bit cold at the moment and I feel like the beauty blender gets a lot more product on it initially. And now I'll just go over that and pat it all in nicely with my finger. Now because I want a touch more coverage, I'm going to take the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla and just apply a little bit of that to my finger and go back in and keep blending. Because I'm finding my skin's a little bit dehydrated for the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer at the moment, I'm finding that mixing it in with the RMS Beauty Un-Cover Up is giving it the hydration that it needs to sort of stay on my skin without cracking all day. And I am just going to do the same thing and apply it across my nose and around my nose. If I had any blemishes at the moment, I would apply it in the same way to cover them up. But after doing my week of hydrating face masks, my skin's pretty much perfect. It's like the best it's been since I got pregnant. I haven't had a single hormonal breakout, which is just awesome. Now that I'm not anywhere near as dehydrated, I'm not producing the same amount of sebum, and so I'm not getting the breakouts, which is fabulous. Okay, now that that's sufficiently blended, I'm just going to spray a touch of the All-Nighter Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray onto my sponge and pat all of this concealer in with it. And now just take this all over my face. Now, because I can still see some pigmentation coming through around my cheeks, I'm just going to take the Hourglass Vanish Stick in Shell and pop it down around my cheeks where I'm getting that redness, where I need slightly more coverage. And my skin's quite good in this area, so it doesn't tend to get particularly dry around there, which means I'm quite comfortable putting a slightly heavier foundation there and still getting a skin-like finish. That's my base done, and I'm really, really happy with it. So I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring, and I am using the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick in Chestnut. So I'm not going to go too heavy on this. And I'm just going to blend that out with my XO Beauty flat face brush in tapping motions. I'm just going to take the edge of the brush to run it down my nose to blend that in. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of the Radiant Nars Creamy Concealer down the centre of my nose to re-highlight it back up. And I'm just going to go over everything with the Beauty Blender again, just to blend it all in smoothly. Right, now I'm going to take the By Terry Hyaluronic Blush in Bubble Glow. I just apply 3 sort of big drop thingies of this on my finger, so it's about this much, and I just pop that sort of on my cheek, blend it round, and then go over it with my face brush. And now I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender over that, around the edges of it, to ensure it's blended out nicely. And I'm just going to take the Chantecaille Liquid Lumiere Anti-Aging Face Illuminator in Brilliance over my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose and on top of my cupid's bow and under my eyebrows. So basically everywhere I want to highlight. And again, I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender over top of all of that to make sure it's all blended in seamlessly. So it's time to powder. I'm going to take the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder, and using a MAC 227, I'm just going to set under my eyes with it. Now I'm just using a very, very light hand with this powder, only because I don't want to look too powdery. I just want it set, and I am going to add some other powders over the top. Now I'm going to take my MAC 135 into the powder and dust it off nicely and use that to set my face in pressing motion. This is like the only powder I've ever found that doesn't make me even a little bit powdery. It's phenomenal. So I'm now going to take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light and my 135 again. I'm just going to tap that in really lightly and lightly sweep that all over my face. This powder just gives my skin the most beautiful finish, especially in photographs, especially for winter. I think it is the most gorgeous color for winter because it is so like white and moonlit, and on fair skin it just looks phenomenal. Now because we are going to be having photographs taken today, I am going to take my Chantecaille HD pressed powder and just lightly press that all over. Okay, so now that I've done all of my cream products and set my face with powder, I'm going to go on with the Balm's Betty Lou-Manizer and my 135. And I'm just going to very gently do my 3 shape and bronze my face up just slightly. I don't need a lot because I've already done the cream contour. Now I do want to add just a touch more colour to my cheeks, so I'm going to go on with the Dior blush in Glowing Gardens, and I'm going to use my Stila 21 brush, and I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheeks very, very, very lightly. Most of my rosy glow has actually come from the By Terry, so I'm just doing this to brighten up just those apples. Now I'm just going to go over the highlight with my MAC Hyperreal Glow in this middle shade, which is slightly pink, and I'm taking that on a MAC 237 fan brush because I don't want a lot of it. I just want a touch more over top of the liquid highlight that I've already put on. So I'm going to spray my face with Fix Plus and a little bit of the Glam Glow Setter. As soon as it becomes tacky, I'm going to press it in with my beauty blender. I find that this is the best way to stop any sort of powdery look and make sure my makeup stays nice and dewy looking. Now just to make sure that little bit under my eyes stays nice and set, I'm going to take my beauty blender into my Ilia Soft Focus Setting Powder, and I'm just going to press that in right under my eyes, right where I get really creasy. Now I'm just going to do my eyebrows quickly, and I am doing them using the MAC Fluidline Brow Gel Cream in Deep Dark Brunette and Gimme Brows in 3. Now because I want like quite natural looking brows, I'm actually going to apply it with a MAC 210 so I can get really thin and precise hairlines, and then I'm going to brush it out with a spoolie. Time to move on to eyes, so I'll just show you it. To start with, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. Pat that in with a MAC 237. Now I'm just going to use the MAC Shaping Powder in Light Sweet and a 227 brush all over my lid to set that. For my transition colour, I'm going to go in with MAC Texture on a MAC 286, and I'm just going to take that in above my crease. With the MAC 217, I'm going to take MAC Cork and go in on the same area on my crease slightly more intensely to build that up. Now I'm just going to bring that into the V to connect it up to my lash line. I'm going to take MAC March Forward all over my lids with a MAC 242. Now underneath my eye, I'm going to take MAC Cranberry on a 223 brush and just very, very lightly smudge that in. This is my favorite color to use on blue eyes because it just makes them look so much more blue. I'm going to bring that right through to the corner there. I'm going to use my XO Beauty Slim Crease brush just to make sure that's blended. On that same MAC 223, I'm going to take the shade Espresso by MAC and just press that right up into my lash line there very, very lightly, just to darken up the lashes. And I'm going to go back in with my XO Beauty Slim Crease brush and just blend that together. I'm going to go into my waterline with my Maybelline Gigi Hadid Gel Liner in Nude. In the inner corner, this makes a perfect base to put your inner corner highlight. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the Hyper Glow by MAC. And I'm taking the latest shade here on a MAC 214. With the same brush, I'm also just going to take it under that part of my brows. Now I'm going to line my upper tight line with the Bobbi Brown Long Wear eye pencil in black. Now I'm just going to put a very small line on like the outer third and then smudge it out with a MAC 211. Right, now that that's beautifully smudged out, I'm going to apply the Benefit Roller Lash to my top and bottom lashes. Now I'm just going to disappear off camera and apply the XO Beauty Wanderlust lashes to the underneath of my eye. So these potentially are my favourite lashes, especially when applied underneath. Now for my lips, MAC lip pencil in Hip and Happy, and I'm just going to slightly overline the top and bottom but not the corners. Now I'm going to do a slightly ombre lip. On the outer part of my lip I'm going to apply Bare Minerals Slay, which is their matte liquid lipstick, and on the inner part of my lips I am going to apply MAC Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte in Aphrodite, and I'm going to blend those together with a mix of just my lips and also my MAC 286 Duo blending brush. So you can see what we've got on the lips is a slightly grey pink that fades into like a very peach nude. I am just going to take my MAC Hyper Real Glow and I'm going to take this goldy colour here on a MAC 183 Duo Fibre blending brush and just make my collarbone and those little, I don't know, weird neckline bits pop. And I am also just going to take my MAC 169 into the Betty Lou-Manizer, and in between where I put that highlight I'm just going to put some bronze. Doing this is like basically very minor contouring just to make my collarbones sit a little bit more pronounced. I am going to go away and do my hair. I'm just going to pop it, curl it slightly and then pop it up into a really oversized messy bun. And I've already got my dress on, but I will come back and do a little spin on camera. Hey guys, I'm back. I've got my hair and makeup done now. I mean, my hair and clothes done now. So I've just curled my hair, chucked it up in a bun with a like bun insert in it and left a whole heap of tendrils down around my face to soften it a little bit. I am wearing these gorgeous earrings that I got a couple of years ago in Greece. They're a resined olive leaf, and this necklace that I also got in Greece, but I got this made. It is these cute little leaves, and the dress I'm wearing I also got in Greece. You can kind of see a theme here. And I'm just wearing a black slip under it and black stockings. I'm wearing a Gucci belt with it as well, and I feel like it shows off my belly nicely without being too over the top. It's a little bit colder today, but it's not super cold, and we've got a gorgeous day for our housewarming, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait for everyone to arrive. This is like the first function that we've hosted since I moved to Northland, because the other house that we're in wasn't really fitting. So I feel really beautiful and glowy, and I'm really happy about how I'm looking while I'm pregnant at the moment. So I'll see you all later.